helping students who have 2 year or who are, excuse me, who are enrolled in 2 year and 4 year colleges and committed to tech programs across the US. We are not giving out like loans or necessarily your traditional merit-based scholarships. We more so do what's called gap funding. So when students have typically maxed out of other things that they're able to get to help them finish school or even stay in school, in many cases, they come to us to help fill in the gap and we help get them over the hump, just like it is in our name, get them to their last mile so they can graduate and go into these high-powered, high-paying careers that I know you guys want. So today specifically, I'm going to go over two opportunities, the Microsoft Cybersecurity Scholarship and the Reboot Transfer Fund. For the Microsoft Scholarship, specifically, again, we're a nonprofit. So all of the money that we receive does come from corporate donors. This one did come from Microsoft. We have already spent $3 million to date. As an organization in the last 5 years, we have given $10 million to students. And for Microsoft alone, we're almost have crossed the 5,700 mark. And as far as how many students from all 50 states that have been funded. Looking at you all's personal files, it looks like St. Philip's has had a total of 58 students that have been funded for this specific scholarship to date. I'm going to give you more numbers and we're going to make sure those the amount goes way up. So, what is this scholarship? The Microsoft Cybersecurity Scholarship is one of the only funds that we offer that provides the financial assistance as well as the career preparation resources. Students are going to receive a one-time $500 cash assistance. Um, Cash assistance, which goes to your personal bank account or a prepaid MasterCard if that's the one you choose, not your school account. So really, truly, you can use it on the things you need the most, such as cost of tuition. Maybe you have some certification exam fees that are coming up, maybe a new laptop, your lens on your last leg, a bill that you need to cover. We are, again, standing in the gap to make sure finances isn't a reason why you have to choose between something going on in your life or staying in school. The three additional perks that everyone will receive is one free year of LinkedIn Premium subscription, um, access to the Global Mentors Initiative, which is a match program that's going to set you up with a professor, or excuse me, mentor, set you up with a mentor who's going to help guide you on whatever you're trying to get to in life, and you'll meet with them once a month for an entire year. And last but not least, the GitHub Student Developer Pack. So you're going to get the $500 year of LinkedIn Premium, access to the Global Mentors Initiative, and the GitHub Student Developer Pack. Now, for whatever reason, if you do not want the $500 cash assistance, that's totally fine. You have an alternative option to get a certification exam voucher up to $375, okay? There is a drop-down box on the application itself where you can choose which certification exam you're interested in getting, but you're not going to get both. It's not the $500 and the certification exam voucher. It's either or, but you will receive all three of the things that you see below on this page. Eligibility requirements. As long as you are a currently enrolled student at St. Philip's, you are in a tech program, and the drop-down box list is on our website if you want to take a look at that short list. It's not a definitive one, but things such as AI, cybersecurity, computer science, networking, web development, app development, CIS, IT. The list is long, but again, as long as it's tech related, you're fine. You must be at least 18 years old to apply. There is no GPA requirement, no essays, no letters of recommendation, and no resume that needs to be submitted. Okay. We are not a merit-based awarding entity. Okay. So you don't need any of those four things that I just listed. However, in order to receive your funds, no matter if you're an international student or a US citizen, permanent resident, DACA recipient, whatever, you must have a social security number or international students have an ITIN. That is because in order to receive your funds, you're going to fill out a W-8 or W-9. Okay, that's very, very important. So unfortunately, if you do not have a social security number or an ITIN, then you wouldn't qualify. As long as you meet everything else on this page, you should be good to go. What I should also tell you is that the application itself only takes about 20 to 30 minutes to complete, no longer. The joke I always make is put something on TV. If you're going to watch a whole episode of something, it is done before that episode is over. Just make sure you're focused on what you're doing, but the application takes absolutely no time to complete. Also, you need to know that students are not competing against one another for one of these scholarships. There is no limit to how many students from any given school can apply. So St. Philip's currently has 58 students. I saw the most recent application was submitted last week. But if, let's say you guys have 300 students in your entire department, all of you can apply. So don't ever feel like you're competing or you're not good enough. You are 100% good enough for us. What application documents do you need when you start to apply? You need your unofficial transcript, so please make sure you go to your student portal and download the PDF version that has these things here. We need to see your name on it, the current academic term, so do not use your fall 2024 transcript. It needs to be spring 2025 only, okay? The name of your institution, your major, minor. Again, we're not looking at grades or completed classes. We understand it's currently almost March. You're in the middle of the semester. Certain classes are just not going to have a grade yet. Totally fine. We just need to see your currently enrolled student. You must have a LinkedIn URL. LinkedIn is how we verify your identity. This scholarship does not require an interview. So how we verify identity is simply match the name on your LinkedIn to the name on your application. And please make sure it is a picture of you. It is fine if it's an AI picture, but just no cartoons, no grayed out hollow silhouette, none of that. Just regular LinkedIn with your name, full name, and photo. Yes, LinkedIn is required. If you don't have one, please make sure you create an account. And last but not least, US-based email address. It is fine if your St. Philip's email is not the one you check the most. All communication is going to come to you in the form of an email. It is very, very important that you check your spam regularly, just so you're making sure you don't miss out on anything. But your congratulations email or, hey, we need to follow up with you with some more documentation. All of that is very, very important. Okay. Also, what you need, but it's not on this slide, the application itself will ask you if you have been a recipient of FAFSA money, if you have been a Pell Grant recipient. That is not going to be a determining factor on whether or not you get funded, but our awards making team needs to see that documentation. So if you have received money from FAFSA, you need to upload documentation saying, this is what I'm eligible for. Even if you took it, didn't take half of it, some of it, whatever, we just need to see that documentation. Now you're thinking, okay, I don't qualify for any federal funds or Pell Grant, whatever. We still need to see something saying I do not qualify for this. So either you do or whether you don't, upload something saying such. Very, very important. Make sure it's a PDF. Okay. Like I mentioned, Microsoft awarded us the money they did for this scholarship because they are trying to increase the cybersecurity workforce in this country. No better way to do that than people who probably more than likely going to enter the field faster than my people at community and technical colleges. So in the application itself, you will see an educational journey section. And underneath that, there's a part where you'll talk about your post program completion plans. Okay, big alliteration. Number 1 and 2 are not on there. This is something you strictly can get from me. So in the educational journey section, answer the question exactly as it has stated. No one knows you better than you. Tell us about your educational journey. How did you get to St. Philip's? Why did you choose your major? What are you most interested in? Do you have a favorite class and why? Whatever you want to say is fine. Just make sure you also answer one of these 2 prompts in 2 to 4 additional sentences, and you must use the word cybersecurity in your answer. That is extremely important. So again, even if you are not a cybersecurity major, please answer one of these 2 prompts in the educational journey or post-programs completion section. In an additional 2 to 4 sentences, use the word cybersecurity somewhere in your answer, and you will be good to go. Last but not least is the Reboot Scholar Transfer Success Fund. This is for my Black, Latina, Native American women, as well as non-binary students who plan to transfer from a community college to a bachelor's degree program anywhere in the country. As long as you have been accepted and you can actually upload that acceptance letter, we have the emergency fund and the bridge fund. The first one is during the transfer process, and it's for up to $595 for any maybe incidentals you need to help cover it before you start that bachelor program. The bridge fund is for after you have graduated and you are now in seat in that bachelor program. And it is $600 to $4,500. So again, this is for my Black, Latina, Native American women. We're going to transfer from community college to a bachelor's program anywhere in the country. Yes, Miss Barnett, I see your hand.
So, question for you. Can they receive this transitional reboot money if they've already received the $500 from the last mile?
Yes, this is completely separate. So they'll simply just go online and submit another application. But this one, again, is for people who have already, so my women who have already have been accepted. That's the caveat here.
Mm.
So there's Black, Latina, Native American women who have already been accepted. And then the emergency fund really just depends on when they want to apply. The emergency fund is during the transfer process. The bridge fund is for after the transfer process. But as I think I recall, St. Philip's offers a bachelor's program
Yes,
as well.
yes, we do. We are SACCOC accredited. We got our accreditation since the last time we talked to you.
Oh,
So we
great.
are now SACCOC accredited. We are VA funding accredited. So we have hit the ground running. The fall was our semester one, and now we have hit semester two.
Okay, great, great. So for the bridge, for example, so for my girls that are going to transfer from this semester and start that bachelor's program in the fall, we understand tuition still needs to be paid, whatever the case may be. If you're still in a financial bind, just submit another I said submit another application. We'll review all your documentation, but that 600 to 4,500 is what you'll be eligible for starting on the first day of class. So this money wouldn't necessarily become available during the summer. So you have to be in seat because, again, one of the things you'll upload on your application is the transcript. So we'll just have to prove that you're currently enrolled. That makes sense. Uh, Lastly, connect with us on social media. We're very, very active on all channels, including LinkedIn. We do post weekly, and I'm not talking about once a week. It's more than once. Anywhere we are, any of our employees, sorry, I'm not employees, our staff members, if we're out in the field, a couple weeks ago, I was at a conference. Wherever we are, we want you to connect with us. If you're in a club, tell your club members. And I cannot stress this enough. Again, we are not looking for a certain number of students. We only have 4,200 more of these awards that we're able to give out for the Microsoft Cybersecurity Scholarship. This scholarship won't be offered after 2025. Okay. So if you are graduating out your program at the end of May, this is your last hoorah at St. Philip's, or if you simply have not applied yet, you can need to go ahead and submit an application. Looking at y'all's files, there's quite a few students who already received this money and submitted another one. If you have already received money from the Microsoft Cybersecurity Scholarship, you cannot receive this specific set of funds again. For my men who are interested in transferring to a four-year bachelor's degree program, simply just go on our website, www.lastmile-ed.org, lastmile-ed.org, click apply in the top right corner, and you'll be able to view all of the other funding opportunities that you can comb through and see if you qualify for. What I can tell you up front is some of them are for very specific majors or very specific regions, such as New York, Detroit, whatever. But just go ahead and take a look. Again, we're a nonprofit, so new money comes down the pipeline very often. So stay in touch with us, stay in tune to see what things are coming up in the future. Um, Ms. Barnett, if you have any more questions you want to ask me on behalf of the students, please go ahead and do so. One more thing I want to tell you for the recording is that we, Last Mile, have started or going to start on this upcoming Monday. We're going to do a competition. We're doing an application competition for every community college in the United States to apply. As long as you get a minimum of 50 students, we're going to take the top three, and the top three schools will get a prize. What I can tell you, and I'll send you, Ms. Barnett, the email on Monday so that it only doesn't start until Monday. But what I can promise you is that one of the prizes for the first place winner is a private virtual webinar with a industry professional from a leading tech program. So there's more than one prize, but for first place, that is one of the prizes. So any eligible students, online, virtual, in person, part-time, full-time, uh, all of those are eligible to apply. All the details will be posted online and shared with you through your professors and Miss Barnett, guys. So please get this money before it is too late. And that is all I have for you guys today.
So we have some questions in the classroom. One of
Okay.
the questions was because they are very, because we have been pushing, you get it once, you get it once. So they want to know if they go and apply for other things that are listed on y'all's website, as long as it is not the last mile 500, they still qualify for the other things.
Good question. So the Microsoft Cybersecurity Scholarship and the Reboot are the only two available for community college students. So associate's degrees, those solely in a boot camp, and those solely in a certificate program at a community college. Those are the only ones that qualify from Microsoft. Our other funding opportunities, and I will actually pull up a web page briefly and share my screen again so you guys can see, are strictly for those who are classified as juniors or seniors at four-year colleges, okay? Or juniors and seniors currently enrolled in a bachelor's degree program. So it becomes somewhat nuanced, I can say that, but not everyone qualifies for everything. The core bucket of funding that we offer, again, for our juniors and seniors in bachelor's degree programs is the emergency fund, the bridge fund, and the last mile fund. The last mile fund is only for seniors who are in within 2 semesters or graduating, or in the case of it's about to be March, you are graduating this May and you're a senior. Um, Hopefully you don't need up to $10,000, but that's what you can get to. Now, the bridge fund and the last mile fund require an interview. We're going to go over everything with you in your application. You will be uploading proof of what you're trying to get funding for. So let's say you have a tuition bill that's 2735 and you don't know how you're going to get it covered and you qualify, you can apply for it, but don't expect to get 4,500. We're going to give you exactly what you stated that you need assistance with. Okay. So that also helps us have with the interviews is we can see everything that you may possibly get or qualify for. The applied momentum is only for women who are juniors or seniors and are in engineering programs. Detroit Area Talent Fund, as well as the New York STEM Fund, are for those specific places. The Dow is only for trade and technical programs at very, very specific places. All of these, if I were to click on view more, you can view more and read the details for all of these. But for Microsoft, this is a short list, not a definitive one of all the majors that qualify. So this is not just cybersecurity, okay? So unless you are a junior, let me go back, a junior or senior in a bachelor's degree program, you won't qualify for anything else. But I do highly encourage you to take a look at our website if you plan to transfer so you know what else will be available for you. And then, of course, our FAQ section is here on the website as well in the top corner too. Oh, you're on mute, Miss Barnett. Sorry.
Is there any way that when we end this, you can email me a list of, you know, make sure we have all of our links right, our last mile link, our women only link, our junior, senior, bachelor's degree level link. That way we can have everything and I added into the YouTube description. So everything's right there for them.
Yes, I will provide you all of those links and I'll do you one better. We also recently created, I'll share my screen again. We also recently created the outreach toolkit that is available for anyone who really just need it. So you'll go to resources at the top, click on, if I move this out the way, outreach toolkit.
Y'all
A
have
lot
to
of
update it.
things come, yeah, we've updated this. A lot of things come up here. These are all our social media places. But the really cool thing too is we have a toolkit. So if you click download, this will pop up as a PDF and it does actually give you this. So this is more so faculty facing, staff facing, but it gives you the exact language that you can copy, paste, and send out to students. And then there's a flyer here. You click download, it'll pop up again as another PDF. This one on the left side is the 4-year flyer. The one on the right is for Microsoft.
Okay.
So lots of new things that have come up.
Yes.
And I have the flyer for the competition as well, but that will go out separate email on Monday.
Well, Mia, it is always a pleasure. You've done a wonderful job again. We don't have any questions in the classroom. Miss
Thank
Gray,
you guys.
thank.
No,
Okay. Well, it
Oh,
would,
one more thing, sorry.
no,
Students who are in the classroom right now, I'm sorry I didn't do this at the end, but also I will do this for the sake of the recording. Let me pull this back up for you guys. I'm so sorry. Um, I can, for those who are in the classroom right now or interested in applying today, this weekend, whatever, I'm going to share this QR code with you very, very quickly. Give me a second. Um, this QR code takes you to a form that you can fill out. It's simply just you giving me information about you. You'll see how easy it is. It takes less than 20 seconds to fill out. As long as I have your email address, I'm going to follow with you directly at the conclusion of this meeting and send you the student application tips document. And then Ms. Barnett, I've updated that as well, so I'll send that to you too. That is what you need to use while you apply. It gives you not only all the links you need, but if you run into an issue, I have the emails for who you can reach out to and step-by-step directions on exactly what you need to do and what you need to do while you are applying. So yeah, as long as you fill out this QR code, takes 20 seconds, you're good to go.
I've also taken a screenshot of that and I will include that in our meeting summary and everything else that they get at the end of our presentations. And that will actually go out tomorrow on Friday since it's so late, but they will get
Okay.
that in our newsletter tomorrow.
Okay, that's
As
fine.
a
And the
reminder.
competition, like I said, starts on Monday. So from Monday the 3rd until Friday the 28th, you get the full month of March.
Good.
Yeah, so I know spring breaks and midterms are in the way. So applications open also, guys, 24/7, 365. I told you the application makes 30 minutes to complete. You will hear back in 7 to 10 business days. Typically, or as of right now, you could possibly hear back way before day 7. So, but we can't hear back if you don't submit an application. So just make sure you guys get that out the way and get it done. And that's all I have for you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, you guys.
You are.
It was a quicker session this time, but you did wonderful. Thank you so much. We will be posting this on our YouTube channel, everybody, and you will be able to review exactly what Miss Butler was saying and her tips and tricks when filling out the writing prompt section. Remember,
Mhm.
using the word cybersecurity is key in this to identifying that you are a cybersecurity student.
Yes, even if that's not your major, it's just you have a general interest. So answer the questions exactly as you see them on the screen. Just add that additional piece and y'all are good to go.
And also key point, remember, we are using our spring 2025 uh, transcript for this one.
Yes,
Spring
yes, current
2025.
transcript.
Even if you do not have your grades yet, she said that was fine, but it shows your course enrollment.
Yes, yes. We just need you to prove that you're a currently enrolled student and you didn't graduate in December.
We do have a question. Will a verification of enrollment form be okay or an unofficial transcript?
That's what we need. We need the unofficial transcript, so the PDF version that's able to be downloaded from your website, from the website. For whatever reason, if you're in a boot camp or certification program, a verification document printed on university letterhead stating my name, this is my program of study, I'm currently enrolled, whatever, whatever. It could be like a paragraph. It doesn't have to be more than that and signed off on. You remember, you're not mailing anything in, so just have that to upload PDF version.
And that can be found on your ACES account for all state
Okay.
level students. Thank you so much. And again, this is a recording, so we are ending now.